gross warning, don't watch this if you're easily squeamish.
Yep.
We just received a snake. I've never seen this before. This ball python was just surrendered to us with maggots in his mouth.
Gross.
This guy was just found outside loose. We see that a lot.
You know, the native Minnesota ball python.
Yeah, that's right. But he has some serious mouth rot going on in here, and apparently it's been happening long enough for some sort of fly to lay eggs in it. And this dead tissue or necrotic tissue is literally getting eaten away by larvae, or really maggots if you really want to use a nice gross term there.
Yep.
You can see him wiggling around in there. There's quite a few of them too. And he holds his mouth open, I'm sure, because, well, I guess
He can't close it.
Yeah, well, he can't close it, yeah, because of all the mouth rot. But often when I see the mouth swollen and open like this, that means they've experienced some, like, blunt trauma forced to their head. I don't think that's the case here.
I think he just had a nasty RI.
Yeah.
And it ended up with really bad mouth rot, and then we get this.
Yeah, and take a look at his left eye, too. I think he has a pretty badly stuck eye cap there.
I can see that.
I think that can take care of itself with a shed.
Yep.
We really have to focus on his mouth
We
rot,
have to
though.
do some cleaning.
Oh, yeah. Okay, looking down his body, he does have a couple of nicks along his side, too.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like bite wounds from birds and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably, and they're red, so they're infected, so we definitely need those antibiotics. But really, the main concern is his mouth.
Yep.
So I want to just go ahead and flush out his mouth right away. We have chlorhexidine here. We're gonna do a stream, actually, not just the mist, because I want to shoot these guys, like really flush them out.
Yep.
Okay, maggots, time to leave. Let's clean all this out. God, they're on both sides. It almost looks like can he not open his glottis? I haven't seen that open once yet.
I mean, you're also spraying it with liquid. I'm sure they shut that down when liquid is in there.
Yeah, that could be.
But that is some severe mouth rot.
Yeah, it really is. I know, buddy. I'm sorry. We have to clean all this up first. I don't mean to be waterboarding you. Okay. I think I got most of the active ones wiggling around out. Now I just have to dry them off.
Can we see anything?
Oh, I bet we can find them.
Maybe. There's lots of bubbles. Oh, there's one.
Oh.
It's wiggling around.
Lovely. Poor guy.
There's another one. Gross.
He definitely still has some in here. Shoot, there's one way back there. Wonder if I can get that guy out.
Yeah, if you hold it open, I can spray.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, can you get that guy out? We'll just drain it facing down. There we go. That probably got it.
Got probably a lot of it.
I think that removed the current ones that were wiggling around.
I mean, the good thing about the maggots is they're going to be used to clean up that dead tissue. They don't eat live tissue,
That's
so...
true. They're only eating necrotic stuff. So maybe we should have left them in. No, I'm glad we took those out.
And next up is irritating all that tissue.
Yeah, is any of this necrotic enough to just come on out? Man, that rot goes deep into his gums, too.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, I wonder how long he's been outside for, the poor thing.
I guess early spring.
Yeah, that could be. And this summer hasn't been the warmest.
It's not great because he can't get warm.
Yeah, no wonder he had probably an RI. Oh, we've got a loose tooth here. Can I pull that out? The mouth rot is so bad that his teeth are... Look, that tooth just came right on out. Oh
that
my
doesn't
gosh.
surprise me. Thankfully, they grow those back.
Yeah, that's true. Are there any other
hopefully
teeth that
they'll-
have to be removed here, bud?
None of that's really going to come loose because
No.
it's not that dead yet.
Yeah.
Some of his top gums look healthy-ish.
Yeah. You're right. I can't really get any of it out, so we're going to have to let
I
that...
would say let's get him on antibiotics.
Yep, let him do
And
his
then
thing.
let him just start healing.
They can heal from crazy situations.
Yep.
Like, these are hardy, very resilient animals. So let's get a weight on him and give him his first antibiotic injection. We need grams. There we go. All right, buddy. How much do you weigh? 1.28 kilos. All right, so let's get his injections ready. This guy, we're going to do a full round of ceftazidime on. It's a pretty strong antibiotic, but it works really well on medium to large reptiles. It's a little too strong for smaller ones, though, so I think he'll be able to handle it just fine.
Yep, we've given Ceftaz to many a ball python.
Yeah. So just like any other intermuscular injection, you want to Hold the needle at a 45-degree angle with the bevel or the flat part of the needle facing out, so there's less surface area punctured by the needle. You kind of go on either side of the spine into that muscle tissue, and you switch back and forth between injections. So we're going to go in between scales, of course, so we don't puncture a scale. Push it into the muscle. I know, buddy. We have an injection of 0.15 for his dose, and that's what we're going to have to do every 3 days for 10 doses, so for about a month. But this antibiotic works wonders.
Yep, and then we got a nice sterile bin for him set up.
Yeah, we're
gonna throw some water in here because he needs heat and humidity at this point.
Yeah, to help him with that RI issue.
Yep.
But we aren't doing a tropical bedding because we don't want more gunk to get stuck in his mouth since he doesn't close it all the way. So puppy pads work really well for sterile environments.
Yep.
We also don't have a hide in the back, and it's a very minimally set up environment for cleaning purposes, but I think he'll be just fine.
Yep.
All right, buddy, we're gonna get you on some heat, and for his name, I don't have an ID card finished for him yet because I think we're gonna let our Patreon backers decide a name for him. So I will keep you posted on what his name is going to be and his progress. I have bad news. The ball python that was found outside did not end up making it. It did seem to be progressing, but it never ate, which is not a surprise and not the end of the world. But a couple days ago, it started crashing and it just passed away. So I'm sorry to bring some bad news or a sad update to you guys, but that is the reality of running a rescue. You can't save them all, and we know we tried our best, and at least that snake is pain-free and in a better place now. In other news, we have another ball python that was just surrendered to us, also in rough shape. This is Tree, unknown age, at least 2 years old we know, but you might see a couple things immediately wrong with this friend. He is first off very, very skinny. You can see his spine protruding there, and overall we're just very thin. And we have skin that is literally sliding off or sloughing off here. That is a freshly slid off section. What happened here, actually, can I hand you camera?
Yes, give me 1 second while I put this.
Yep. We've never seen a case this serious of this sorts before. This ball python had a bacterial infection, which we know was the initial culprit, because if you look down here,
right here,
you can see the
here.
Yeah, that red discoloration is a sign of a bacterial infection. And this one must have just gotten so severe that it caused bacterial sepsis, which is what's causing the skin to literally slide off of its body, away from what you're seeing underneath is the muscle tissue. So this guy, I don't know if he's gonna make it. I don't know.
He's in a sterile bin.
He's in a very sterile bin.
He's getting antibiotics on him, and
Yes.
we're trying to get him to eat.
Yeah, the good news is he ate yesterday.
Oh, perfect.
He took his first meal
So, I mean,
immediately. So
that's the
there's
road to recovery.
a chance with this guy, but yeah, I have never seen.
Yeah, it's on both sides. Oh, that's new.
Oh my
one's
gosh,
new.
that one
one's
must have just tore. Okay, bud, I'm gonna put you down. I feel like we should be as hands off as possible with him,
Yep.
but I did want to show you what he looks like in person. I guess we can take one more look here. This is a banana morph, and yet the skin is just literally sliding off. I'm gonna try to push that back into place here.
It's gonna fall off.
Yeah, it probably is. I just want less muscle exposed. So here you go, buddy. You just chill in there. Gonna keep him clean, keep him on antibiotics. He ate, which is why I think there is a chance for him, but never seen a bacterial infection that bad before. It has been about 2 months since Tree arrived, and he has eaten every time we've offered, which is a great sign that he's feeling well enough to eat, I guess. And take a look. He is healing up actually really well. That looks like great, healthy new tissue. I still see some redness underneath some scales, so we do still have an infection of sorts going on. But if I play with skin, look, I'm being gentle, but look, it's not sliding off anymore. It's actually staying put. So this flap of skin was kind of salvaged by just being tenderly placed back. And it looks like the outer edges of what tore off are going to be lost eventually, but I'm kind of surprised. It looks like this part of the flap is going to be just fine. We definitely have some issues and still definitely an infection, but we are going to continue with the antibiotics. And the fact that the skin isn't actively sloughing off anymore is a fantastic sign. Buddy, you're doing so well. And you're gaining weight. I don't see sunken in adductor muscles, which are the pads on the back of the head here. They're not sunken in anymore. So you are doing so much better. We still have to be pretty careful because you're a bit tender, I'm sure, but we're gonna let you keep doing your thing. We'll continue antibiotics and food and check in again later. It's been a couple more weeks, and Tree here is just doing so well. Look at his his wounds now. They let's see, I can find a good spot for you. Like right here. It's healing up beautifully.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even
like loose anymore.
Yeah, it's not loose, and it's not even like pink and
this
inflamed.
One's scarring, which is good.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna have some scar tissue, like a lot of scarring. But I think he's actually.
But he'll be alive.
But he'll be alive. That's right. And he might over time gain some of his scales back on there too. They'll just look kind of funny as they do with burn snake victims, unfortunately.
Yep.
But still, I think he's gonna make it.
I think he'd much rather scarred look than dead look. So.
Absolutely. We're continuing his antibiotics to continue helping him along because obviously he still does have some healing yet to do.
Yep.
But he has been eating every time we offer, and he has shed now with us. He's acting, behaving pretty much normally, other than being maybe a little stiff, which is understandable.
My back. Oh, my back. He's like, it hurts.
He doesn't seem to be acting that way as much as he did, though.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. He seems like a happier, so to speak, ball python. And this is amazing to see this turnaround. Guess who shed? It's been about another month, and Tree here is continuing to blow our minds at how well he is doing. Take a look. Even the little scabs that were there before are now mostly gone. The skin is holding tight. The redness along his side isn't as noticeable, but as you can see, it's still somewhat present along with some raised skin, so there's still something going on there. But take a look at that. It's holding tight together. I think he might actually heal up with, probably not scales, but a thicker layer of skin over time. I guess only time will tell, but this guy is doing so well. His body condition is getting better. He still is underweight. As you can see, he's pyramided there a bit more than he should be, but he continues to eat every time we offer. So I am just so excited over this guy's progress. Guys, Tree shed again just a couple days ago. I wanted to give him some time to digest his most recent meal. Still a very sterile environment.
What's up, buddy?
Guys, look at Tree. He looks even better. Look at this. Okay, so the skin is holding nice and
it's
tight.
scabbed over.
It is, yes. So I don't know, honestly, if he's going to regenerate the scales over his skin.
He might over time a little bit, but probably he's going to have those for the rest of his life.
I could see definitely some sort of scarring, but I mean, everywhere the skin was sloughing off is now healing up so well. I don't really see any active infection anymore either.
No.
So are there any spots that we need him to heal up?
I mean, I'd be interested to do like one more shed with him. Oh,
Just to
there's
be
some
safe.
Also, whatever this is.
Oh, yep, the redness
still poofy.
right there.
Yeah.
Yep, okay, so he still has a little bit going on. So yeah, we'll definitely keep hanging on to him, continue those antibiotics, and wait until he's really like 100% healed.
I'm assuming
he
he's
also has to gain weight.
like a champ, right?
Oh, he's eating like every single time. He takes straight from the tongs too.
Nice.
Yeah, he's such a good little eater, and he's such a sweetheart. I used him in my vet tech class yesterday.
Oh, nice.
As like a teaching example of, things.
What can happen.
Yes, medical concerns with snakes, and he did so well. So many vet tech students held you yesterday. I love this snake. We're not going to keep him.
Nope,
We're
we
not
don't
going
need
to keep
another
him.
one.
But it is going to be sad to see him go. But that won't be for a little while yet, because he still needs to gain some weight and probably one more shed, or at least long enough to reduce
See
that
what's
swelling.
going on there, yeah.
But he's doing so well, guys. Guess who shed again? It's Tree, who was upgraded to tropical bedding because he's doing so well. Hi, buddy. Let's take a look at your scars after this newest shed. Oh my gosh. He's looking so good. Buddy.
Yeah, he's got skin on these spots again.
He does. I'm curious what this leftover skin is gonna do. It might just be there.
Yeah.
He shed perfectly fine on his own, which was surprising. I thought he would have troubles, but he figured that out, and he's gained enough weight that he can be adopted out now. But we are actually gonna hang on to this beautiful guy and bring him to the Tinley Park show, where we can find him a new home right then and there.
Yep.
So that'll also give him a little bit of extra time with us to gain a little bit more weight.
Yeah.
Maybe
He's
shed
also
one more
still
time.
a little bit irritated right in
A
here.
little of
so,
inflammation,
yep.
yeah. So holding him back for several more weeks won't be a bad thing. But yeah, I think he is 95% there at this point. Okay, we are at the Tinley Park NARBC. It is now June. We have had Tree here for over 6 months, but he is now ready for his new home. He's still on the thinner side, but he has gained so much weight, and he has healed up so beautifully that he is approved for adoption. Tree, where's your face? There you are. Hi, you did it. You made it to adoption day. Hopefully. Fingers are crossed we can find him a home at this show. But yeah, just take a look. I know I keep looking at his skin. I know it's weird to be so obsessed with a ball python skin, but it's not sliding off anymore. It's actually staying to his body. It's fantastic. I'm so proud of you. Now we just have to find your new family.
Emily.
Yeah, you called me over. I don't know what for. Did you find a home?
Yes, Tree has found a home.
Tree, you found your new family. Man, I'm happy, but also now I have to say
We've had him for 6 months.
Yeah, I know that. I've bonded with him over the 6 months. I assume. Are you here because you're adopting him? I am. Oh my gosh, what's your name?
Anna.
Thank you. I'm sure you and Ed have already been talking.
Yeah,
Yep.
we have.
Yeah, I just jumped over from meet and greet right now. Have you heard his story?
Briefly.
Just wait till the video comes out because we're saving everything for this video. It's
Perfect.
ending with today. So
Oh wow, full story.
it really is. Yeah, he's come such a long way.
Yeah,
From-
I'm curious to see what he looks like when he got it.
Oh my gosh, it was rough. Like I was pushing his skin back into place
Oh, buddy.
because it was just sliding off.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that he made it,
I mean,
honestly.
he got used to being handled, that's for sure then.
He sure did, yeah. Between
You had to mess with him a
pushing
lot.
all that and the antibiotic shots.
Yeah, and he's always been this chill too.
Yes, he is so chill. He's an amazing eater. He still has a little bit of weight to gain, as you can see.
Yeah.
But he is 10 times better weight-wise than he was when we first got him. So I'm gonna officially hand him over.
Hi, buddy.
You can, of course, change his name.
His name is Tree currently.
Yeah, Tree.
Okay.
Yep. I'm not sure how he got the name Tree.
Well, I can certainly message you and let you know what I named
I would love to hear that.
him. I follow you on everything anyway.
Thank you so much for adopting him.
You're
Ah,
perfect.
I can start tearing up. I've bonded with this snake. Like we've had him for so long.
I've held probably 30 snakes today, and they just didn't feel right. I was like, you need a home more than these other ones do.
Thank you so much for
Of
adopting
course.
him, Anna.
Yeah.
Hi, Tree. Man, I already miss Tree. We're back from the show, and I know Tree is in a wonderful new home, and that's what this rescue is for, but it still makes it so difficult when you have a snake that you've been rehabbing for 6 months. But thank you for watching today's video. It's unfortunate that the first ball python did not make it, but Tree surprised us all and made what I would consider a 100% recovery. And thank you, Patreon backers. I'm not doing a product shout out in this video because instead I want to give a shout out to you Patreon backers. Your funds make this rescue possible and paid for the antibiotics and the electricity and the food and the payroll that all went into rehabbing Tree and literally saving his life. So thank you very much for all of your support on Patreon, and thank you everybody for watching our videos because your views also help in the same sense. So thank you everybody involved, and the rescue continues. We just had 2 more ball pythons surrendered and we get to go check in those next. See you next time. Woo!